Shalom. Let's start about giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those who elect this pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth, and all faith, truth, and sincerity. Alright, it's the brother. I'm one bud from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Coming with another sitting, through the spirit power, Yahweh Shai. Just going to about this holiday coming up, on the weekend, June 19th, called Freedom Day, in which, you have your so-called Negro, Latino natives, gonna be out here celebrating a day, a day of freedom, which freed the slaves, which I don't read an article about it, but really, you so-called Negro, Latino natives are not free. Y'all really not free, and this day, June 19th, don't symbolize your freedom at all, because you still, whether you know or not, or you try to disregard, the men of the Lord from the apostle, elder, brother, great millstone. When we tell you, the men of the Lord, when the men of the Lord tell you that, hey, you still, you're not free, you're still in captivity, you still, you're a slave, but without the whip, you're a slave to getting up early in the morning, clocking in, or paying bills still, paying bills, or, paying some type of dues to this system. Which this system is ran by the so-called man Esau Edom. The white man, and really they red, the so-called white people, which they white, these European people, whatever, you want to call them, these so-called white people, these red people, these devils, man. You still subject to paying these bills, dues, or whatever, you don't have no, you so-called Negro, Latino natives don't have no type of currency of your own. You use the so-called man Esau Edomite's currency. You still pay by, having George Washington, Andrew Jackson on the on the face of the paper dollar, Benjamin Franklin, So you so-called Negro, Latino are not free, and you got a Social Security card. Why you got a Social Security card for? Why you gotta have something that gotta track you? Why you gotta have a passport to leave the country? So that tells you not free. What you free? Cause like I say, you just don't have you just free without the whip. Don't have the chains on. Back in those times, and back in those days, I should say, it wasn't not too long ago when you so-called Negro, Latinos was in chains and getting whipped, wasn't that long, to the Lord definitely wasn't that long, so you so-called Negro, Latino natives, you just free without the whip, without being chained, chains on, without the whip, but you still gotta get up early in the morning, clock in, work for Edomite, a corporation, so-called man Esau Edomite corporation, so-called man, corporation, you still gotta wake up and work for that, work for, make his money, it ain't yours, but you benefit from it, they he's making more, the one that owned the business making more than you, even if Jakes do have their own business, you still gotta turn around and pay taxes, But I'm getting to it. This is June 19th, Freedom Day. June 19, 2021, celebrations, events in Central Alabama. I'm just gonna read this part right here. I ain't gonna make this too long. A historic day of celebration in America is becoming more recognizable. June 19th, better known as June 19th. Juneteenth. Commemorates Union soldiers arriving in hope I'm saying it right, Galveston, Texas. I'm saying it right. And on June 19th, 1865, to announce the remaining enslaved African Americans in Texas were free. So that what y'all finna celebrate, that, it commemorates a day of freedom, which, like I say, y'all not free. Free from what? You ain't free. True freedom is having wisdom, not understanding of this Lord, or the truth of the word of the Lord, what's to come, what to look forward to. Understanding what true freedom is about, according to the word of the Lord, having the knowledge and understanding of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and holding on to it. And that's what the men of the Lord from the Paul said, us and brethren, and it's true. That's what we have. The Lord Yahweh Shai has gave, those that he wants to show his knowledge and understanding, his truth to, the real knowledge and understanding of the Lord, to receive the knowledge and truth of the Lord, to have understanding to what, look for, what to look forward to, what's to come. Not really look forward into being in the mindset of this place, America, Babylon the Great. Because the ways of this place is just death and confusion, but lies. This ran by the so-called man Esau Edom, man. They the ones got you so-called Negro Latinos just mind messed up, of the way of understanding what true understanding of the ways of the Lord first and foremost is, and understanding of history and what's true and what's not, But that's when the men of the Lord come in to give you understanding the truth through the Spirit power of Yahweh Shai, what's true and what's not. But go to Galatians. We'll start off Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty. Read it again. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty, and wherewith Yahweh Shai Mashiach hath made us free. So, Lord Yahweh Shai, and this truth has made us free. The knowledge and understanding of the Lord. The liberty that the men of the Lord, from the apostle, elders, and brother have to, get this knowledge, understand it, and teach it, and apply it, in this walk of the knowledge of the Lord, we have what really truly make us free, in the mind, physically, like I say, we still here, we still gotta pay bills, so forth, but in the mind, understanding that, hey, what to look forward to, that this place, America, what's that real hope is that this place, that the Lord Yahweh Shai, we have people called, I said the most, who y'all people call God, the most high name Yahweh, and y'all call Jesus name, the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. But Lord Yahweh Shai, he's going to destroy this place, America, Babylon the Great. That would have been the Lord, look forward to the elect of the nation Israelites, starting with the Israelite men. First and foremost, that's what we look forward to seeing the downfall in this place, America, Babylon the Great, man. We ain't look forward to be settled and settled here, relax, or being to the ways of this world. We hasten into the coming of the Lord. We ready for the Lord Yahweh Shai to come back and take down this wicked kingdom, Esau Edom. Ready to, get rid of these sellout 2/3 Israelites, so-called Negro Latino natives, that sold out, and gave into the ways of this world, Esau Edom, and not giving a damn, about really standing on something, really standing on, what really matters is his truth for the word of the Lord, But that's what the men of the Lord from the apostle elders are doing, We standing for truth's sake, And the scripture say, who gonna stand? Who shall stand up for me against the evildoers? That's the men of the Lord you see. That's the men of the Lord you see from the apostle, elders, and brethren, great millstone. That had his truth, But reading on Galatians 5:1, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. So yeah, we not The men of the Lord from the Apostle Elizabeth Great Millstone, this in the truth. We not entangled in, with the yoke and bondage of the ways of this world, we're not giving into the, the doctrines and the philosophies and these holidays, being, engulfed into this madness, what these, starting with the so-called Negro Latin natives, what these 2/3 of Israelites are doing out here, engulfed in the ways of this world, holidays, celebrating these holidays, these vain holidays that don't mean nothing, these holidays don't have nothing, no meaningful, nothing meaningful to it, it don't hold no type of, real understanding, all of it just, same old thing they'll do any other weekend or whatever, or any other day, whatever it may be, celebrate, drink, party, and bullshit. That's all they do, Just like in the days of Noah, they were eating, drinking, and marriage, so forth. No different now, until, the white men of the Lord, we prophesy the downfall of this place, until all hell break loose. When food shortages, when ain't no food for real, when the things of this world start to really start fading away, you have access to the ways of this world, things that you have access to, the so-called freedom that you have, in this society, you really don't. But you could move around whatever you want to, move around how you want to, but eventually gonna get to a point where you ain't gonna be able to, you'll get to a point where this place gonna get locked down, any military troops, so forth, gonna lock down the streets, soon to come, because how chaotic it's gonna get when this economy and this society starts to fall, man. When these people start losing their mind, when they start to see there ain't no more food in the stores, where the food at, the restaurants closing, and money goddamn starting to look funny, starting to dwindle, because what's gonna be the next option is the MOTV, that chip, the RFID chip, which you gonna make a decision, gonna have to take it to continue to still buy or sell, that's what's coming. And I said the real true freedom is being, the men of the Lord know that to be released from these this hellhole America, to be taken up in the chariot, so-called UFOs, hopefully to be a part of a righteous number, and to be taken up into the so-called UFOs and shed this corruptible flesh, and put on a new one, a new glorified body, That's the hope of the men of the Lord, But I'm gonna go to Joshua 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So yeah, the men of the Lord from the Apostle Elder and Brother Great Millstone, we have this truth of the word of the Lord, and this truth, it makes you free. Having a knowledge and understanding of the Lord, and know what, like I said, to know what's to come, knowing and understanding about what the kingdom is all about, because you have your so-called Negro Latin natives, even though you have these other Israelite groups, they really don't understand the meaning of what the kingdom is all about. What's the real mindset, of the kingdom? Is to have rulership over your oppressor, over these other nations. Have rulership over these other nations, over the oppressor of Esau, Edom, so-called man, so-called man, red man, and but Jake and these other Israelite groups, they try to establish their own salvation and way to try to set up their own thing here in America, like General Young Hunter, back then he said, we're gonna build a kingdom inside this kingdom. Like, come on, man, you can't do that. These devils gonna goddamn kill you. You devil, you saw anybody's, even though you sold out, you try to do some shit like you try to step over them some type of way, they're gonna put you down, you know. But like I said, a lot of Israelite groups, y'all sold in, you're sold out, you know. You sign a contract, whatever, with these devils, you know, to downplay, you know, the non-understanding of the Lord, you know, the truth, you know. Really, like I say, you know, you other Israelite groups are enemies of the cross of the Lord, you know. But it's all good, because the men of the Lord, from the apostle Ezra, brother, great millstone, we had this truth of the word of the Lord, and we are declaring it, and we ain't holding nothing back, you know. We ain't selling out. We ain't giving in to what Esau, Edom, you know, try to present to Egypt, you know, to the brothers that's in this truth, you know, the temptations of this world, you know. We gonna stand firm, you know, me myself, you know, stand firm in this truth, and don't give up, you know. And we hopefully to be part of the righteous number. But you know, you continue to do what you gotta do. You keep pushing the word and teaching and believing and keeping the faith and praying and fasting unto the Lord Yahweh Shai. Then all you can do is just hope for mercy and deliverance from the Lord, and then hope that you did more than enough to, you know, be found worthy in the Lord, you know. But I'm going to 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. So that's what Esau is, you know. Even him, that's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called men, you know, the Edomites, the so-called white people, starting with the elites of Esau, Edom, you know, you know, the red people, you know, they're really red, you know, these red devils, you know, they're coming out the work of Satan, you know, with all powerful signs, lying wonders, like I said, with these holidays, and you know, got you believing in these vain holidays, you know, that you cleave onto, you know, that don't hold nothing, you know. It don't mean nothing, you know. It's all deception, you know, to try to keep you away from the real knowledge and understanding of who you are. And I'm talking about you so-called Negro, Latino natives, which are Israelites, to come back to your power. But that's the so-called Esau Edomite job to do that, to deter those, to deceive those that the Lord just really, everything's really the Lord will, you know. If the Lord Yahweh Shai don't want you to have the truth, He don't want you to have it, which I'm gonna go to the next verse. 2 Thessalonians 2:10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So yeah, hey, you know, everything's set up with the Lord Yahweh Shai, you know. He don't want all you so-called Negro, Latino natives to get this truth. You know, it's only for elect few that can receive this knowledge and understand the Lord, you know, and mind understanding, you know, and receive it, and it makes, you know, it just clicks. It makes sense, you know. It makes sense to those that, you know, hear the calling of the Lord, you know. And Scripture say, my sheep hear my voice. So when you heard Apostle Ezra, brother, and great millstone, no apostles, I said apostles, when they was teaching the word of the Lord, and you heard it, and it resonated with you in your spirit, you was like, okay, this is it right here. You know, this makes sense. You know, this is what, you know, my spirit is cleaving onto, you know, and which is the truth of the word of the Lord, you know. But like I said, a lot of so-called Negro, Latinos are gonna perish for not receiving this truth and not the love of the Lord, you know, the love of the Lord, you know, this truth, that they might be saved, you know. So Lord Yahweh Shai, he didn't, you know, you get that out of your mind that he didn't die for everybody. He only died for the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, you know. So the men of the Lord, from the Apostle Ezra, brother, great millstone, we had this truth, and this truth making us free, you know, from, you know, the ways of the world, you know, the understanding of the ways of the world. You know, it's all false and vanity. We know who's in rule. We know what's to come. We know the future. You know, we know what's the aspect of everything that's gonna happen. You know, we ain't gonna be bugging out like you people, because we know that, hey, you know, these prophecies gotta be coming about. You know, the ways of the truth of the word of the Lord. You know, these prophecies gotta happen. like I said, having no food shortages and so forth. And all hell breaking loose, civil war. Nobody. The love of men and waxing cold. People not giving a damn. Soon to come more, because things are gonna get bad out here. Not having enough money, whatever it may be, running out of this or that. So, but like I said, the men of the Lord, from the apostles, elders, and brothers, great men, so we had the truth, and it's making us free. Not Juneteenth, June 19th, whatever, and this the day that the Freedom Day, celebrate something that you ain't even free from. You're not even free. You still in this hellhole, this captivity. I'm talking about you so-called Negro Latino natives that you in, and you gonna know that you ain't free once the military troops, these UN troops lock this place down. You ain't free for nothing, man. You still in the behind enemy lines. But like I said, 2/3, they don't know their enemy like that, or they agreeing with their enemy, But eventually, like I said, you agree with that devil Esau Edom, he gonna still turn your back on you, man. Never trust. Don't trust that snake, man. But soon you gonna find out. You so-called Negro Latino niggas gonna find out. But I didn't want to make this too long. I just want to go into that. About the article about Juneteenth, 19th, whatever day, Freedom Day. How the real freedom and real freedom is having this truth of the word of the Lord. But with that, again, like we all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. To the apostles, elders, to the Sisakin brothers, to the few Akwaf sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua keep fighting with that, say Shalom.